During 2014 to 2016, Faave was Roblox's most popular YouTuber in the entire world. However, fast forward almost a decade, and Faave is nowhere to be found and hated on by the entire community. This is because he got exposed in 2021 for doing disgusting things with children behind closed doors. But before we dive deeper, make sure to subscribe with notifications on to help me reach 50,000 subscribers and to never miss an upload on my channel ever again. Now, if you don't already know, Faave was a Roblox YouTuber that had over 500,000 subscribers, making him the most popular Roblox YouTuber in the entire world at one point. However, with allegations of talking to minors as well as being a very egotistical person, it wouldn't be long before Faave would be exposed for who he truly was. Faave would first find himself in controversy after he started showing signs of narcissism. Many fans and friends of Faave at the time would notice this and rightfully confront him. Even a YouTuber by the name of Data Raven would make a video talking about the egotistical behavior that Faave was showing behind the scenes. The video would start with Data Raven expressing how Fave's behavior was taking a negative effect on him and his friends' mental health.
This video will not just cover the things Faave has done to me, but it will cover almost everything that my research has led me to find about this person and the horrible stuff that Faave does to other people, including my close friends. Faave, the guy that made me f***ing depressed for over a month back in 2015 because of how much hate he managed to convey on me.
He would go into more detail on how bad this really made him feel.
At one point, I was so vulnerable because of everything he did that I resorted to having f***ing suicidal thoughts. And if I ever tried to speak out about this and defend myself, he would call me an attention saying I'm playing the victim card, then get all of his friends to back him up and throw insults at me, not caring how I felt at all. Now all of that happened in early to mid 2015, so I'm not really going to talk about that, but there's so much shit that I need to cover in this video that I don't even know where to start.
Going into even more detail, showing us what kind of person Faave was behind the scenes and how he would treat people.
I remember how this exactly went too. I made a video called Faave Sleeping with My Girlfriend in 2014, and this was one of my first machinimas. I had a Faave voice act in it, and when I sent it to him, he immediately started picking the video apart and talking shit about it. Now remember, I was pretty sensitive at the time and I took everything too seriously. So when I responded the way I did, he just bitched about how I couldn't take criticism and called me sensitive, which I was, and there's nothing wrong about that, but he used my sensitivity and self-consciousness against me as a way to tear me down.
Before going on to show a testimony from somebody who had his dreams crushed by Faave.
Now I've gotten a lot better on myself and I have a much stronger character now, which is why I actually have the guts to tell everybody the truth about Faave in this video. But I'm not even the only one that was affected by Fave's quote-unquote constructive criticism. I found this thread created by someone named Epic Gold Fox. In the thread, he gets a link to a video, and he says in the thread that Faave literally told him to quit YouTube. The video he posted either got deleted or taken down, so unfortunately we can't watch the video. But Faave himself even replied to the kid saying, "So you make a horrible forum simulator, then you make a horrible video to respond to an honest statement. Newbie video makers these days." And if you go to the kid's profile, he literally says that he is f***ing 11 years old. So Faave literally ruined an 11-year-old's dream, assuming that this was written back then, considering he hasn't been online since he posted the thread. So good job, Faave, you ruined an 11-year-old's dream of becoming a YouTuber and could have possibly even made him quit Roblox in the process. What a great guy.
This just shows us that Faave has an ego problem. He was crossing the line with several YouTubers and even hating on an 11-year-old who was simply just trying to achieve his dream. However, this is nothing in comparison to what he would be exposed for in 2021. And for the majority of 2021, Faave had gotten away with it. However, all it took was one Parlo video for Fave's entire empire to fall to pieces. On the 27th of September 2021, Parlo would upload an 18-minute long video exposing Fave's deplorable acts. However, multiple questions still remained. How did Parlo's video end Fave's career? What exactly did it contain? And what happened after the video went live? Parlo would start off his video by summarizing some of the most damning and career-ruining accusations made against Faave. But there was one key element that made this summary as effective as it did, as Parlo would talk about the unacceptable situations Faave found himself in with multiple different minors, while showing clear screenshot evidence on the screen. This not only conveyed the seriousness of the situation to his young and impressionable audience, but also validated Parlo's summary as an accurate telling of the horrific events.
So recently, as you all may know, I made a 18-minute video extensively going over all the allegations and proof made against Faave, which was presented in a 98-page document. ever since the video was released, which showed a plethora of evidence of Fave's disgusting actions with minors, like when he was pressuring a 13-year-old child, when he was 17 to give him explicit images of themselves, or when he was 19 getting illegal explicit images off of a 14-year-old, and much more.
The first minute and a half of the video served as a summary of what happened that was not only evidence-based, but incredibly easy to understand, given Fave's incredibly young target viewer base. As is normal in the game of Roblox, this allowed for the viewers to fully understand the true depth of what happened, something that wouldn't really be possible otherwise.
Faave has gone silent on all social media, and his Discord server was shut down to the public. Not to mention most of his moderation team have actually left the server, with many coming out against Faave, establishing how even Fave's best friends and closest allies have now cut ties with Faave, and said the proof in the document is real as further validation that Faave is guilty. I have also had countless YouTubers come to me saying that they knew Faave was in the wrong for months. However, Faave refused to ever take accountability for his actions because he is undeniably scared for the repercussions that may face him. And recently Roblox have released new terms of service which may lead to Fave's termination from the site, because as it specifies, you cannot sexualize children or partake in the distribution of explicit child imagery off the platform.
However, there was also another incredibly important point Paolo touched on: Fave's attempts to cover it up. His Discord server, comment section, and really any forum of discussion surrounding his brand completely silenced the situation. Faave knew what he was doing was evil, disgusting, and unforgivable, and didn't want anyone to find out. But what happened when they did?
He is someone who has committed illegal and reprehensible actions with children, and now a large part of the Roblox community, whether that is on Reddit or Twitter, now know what he has done. The time for Faave to hide and wait for the drama to die down is over, and if Roblox is watching this, they need to terminate his Roblox account, as he is violating several terms of service which is literally put in place to ensure the community is protected from these people. Faave at this point is guilty, with no one who has actual credible proof defending him, because every single person knows he is in the wrong, and actions as terrible as this shouldn't be forgotten like they normally are. If Faave returns to YouTube and people don't hold him accountable, he has won yet again, just like the many other times he has ignored drama, and he would have gotten away with it in order to notify Roblox attention and the entire Roblox community.
Paolo's video served as an incredibly important purpose in the exposure of Faave. Beforehand, there was only tiny YouTube channels covering the drama. If only small channels covered it, Faave could and did easily silence the story. However, since Paolo had amassed well over 200,000 subscribers at this point, he would be able to make a big impact on the situation. Not only that, Paolo's video did really well and became one of the most popular videos on his channel, amassing over 700,000 views. But the ironic thing is, Paolo's video wasn't the only reason Faave lost everything, because Fave's channel was still doing well after Paolo's video. But because he was scared of being called out by a larger channel, Faave would stop uploading videos, which came across as a sign of immense guilt to the audience. This, in combination with the massive amount of proof that came with these allegations, made it almost impossible for him to come back. The story of Faave is undeniably disturbing, yet it reveals an unexpected positive outcome that we wouldn't see coming, that I will talk about in a second. At one point, Faave was the most popular Roblox YouTuber in the world. However, after getting exposed in 2021 for taking advantage of on Snapchat, he would quickly lose that title and the career he spent so long building up. Despite the grim nature of this situation, there is a notable silver lining. The exposure of Fave's behavior has driven significant advancements in Roblox's safety measures. The backlash from the community and the media prompted Roblox to reassess and strengthen their online safety. This heightened awareness has led to the development of better safeguarding measures, including sophisticated monitoring systems, stricter user verification, and enhanced educational resources for young Roblox players about their online safety. Furthermore, Fave's story ignited discussions of Roblox users potentially being unsafe on the platform. While Fave's narrative is tragic and unsettling, it has spurred positive change and progress. The collective response to address and correct the issues highlighted by his actions stands as a testament to the resilience of communities and the ongoing effect to ensure safer online spaces for all. The fact that Fave's reputation has been thoroughly dismantled can be seen as a blessing in disguise, representing one of the most significant demonstrations of genuine offender accountability within the Roblox community. This shift reflects a growing commitment to ensuring that online environments are safer for all users on Roblox, particularly the most vulnerable. By holding Faave accountable and exposing his actions, the community has set a precedent for how such cases should be addressed. But as always, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy content like this, please make sure to subscribe with notifications on, join my Discord in the top link in the description or the pinned comment, and if you want to watch something similar to this, click the video on screen now.